Hello there, and welcome back to the Donkey Kong Jungle Climber playthrough with me, the Jonin Monkey. And this is the beginning of the final level. And here we are. K.Rool has now finally arrived at the destination he was heading for, Planet Plantain. And yes, that is an Easter Island banana you see in the background. Yeah, this planet is weird, although to be honest, this planet makes slightly more sense than the Toy Box dimension. I'm sorry that place freaks me out. I will never let it go, ever. But anyway, enough of my rambling, because it is now time for the epic showdown. Kong versus Kremling. Ape versus Crocodile. Donkey Kong versus K.Rool. And before we get to him, we have to get through this level. Now, yeah, the main mechanic behind this level is... I'm not sure how you describe them. You can even call them flying panels, or spewing panels, or spraying panels. I don't know. Basically, the panels are flying around in crazy directions, so it's kind of hard to time your movements upward. There are also neckies that occasionally shoot at you, but if you've got Diddy around, you can aim and attack them from afar, so that you don't get hit by a stray coconut. It's not very often you get to say a sentence like that. Anyway. Yeah, as you can see here, the timing's a little tricky because they fly by incredibly fast, and the pattern, although there is one, it's very, very unpredictable, so it's basically a case of trial and error, really. Darn it, I've run out of things to say. Well, I guess I could talk about the music, I suppose. Music... Considering this is the final level, not that great if I'm honest. I mean, it kind of has the right tempo of hurry, hurry, we need to get there. It's sort of not really kind of sinister. I mean, sort of, if you had a look at something like the castle levels, which I guess count as the last level, sort of, in Donkey Kong Country 2, those things, that theme was really, really sinister. Oh god. The nightmares about that place. Anyway, back on topic now, because we finally left this section. And now, yeah, there's a DK battle up there because we are now going to be using the Feather Wings. And mines will be slowly floating towards you, so you have to move very carefully here. Now, even if you have both DK and Diddy, these will kill you in one hit, because if Diddy goes, well, you can't use both feathers at the same time, and thus you lose. Technically, there is one trick you can do where you can blow up the mines by just brushing against it with the edge of one of the feathers, but you have to be really, really careful with that, because if you're just the tiniest bit too close, then yeah, you'll be falling to your certain doom. And once again, we're smashing things with a spinning mallet. God, it's satisfying to watch the wanton destruction you create. And it's only in video games where you can unleash these violent, sadistic tendencies. Anyway, actually, maybe sadistic's the wrong word. I mean, it's not really hurting the box up. Anyway, moving on. Don't need my psychic analysis. And yes, we're back to these floating panels again, although this time there's a slightly more predictable pattern. Well, for that area anyway. This area, not so much. And the neckies don't really shoot coconuts at you this time. More, they just happen to be in the way. And it would take really sharp shooting in order to get that far. Yeah. Darn it, it's times like this I wish I had a guest commentator. Although I am working towards getting one, actually. And since this section is basically nothing but me climbing up on predictable platforms and falling down over and over again, might go off topic quickly to say one interesting thing about the cutscene after this, the one before the boss. In it, minor spoiler since you'll see it in a few seconds, K.Rool says a line which goes something like this: "Oh, the sweet potassium-rich flavoured irony, I hate bananas anyway." Now, there are some DK fans who basically gone into nerd rage over that scene because they see it as a massive retcon. Why? Well, their argument is, if K.Rool really hated bananas that much, then why did he want to steal them in Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2? And whilst I can see their point, it never actually said anywhere in the story that they wanted to eat the bananas. I mean, in the German continuity, the bananas were made into gold in the Kremlin factories, and, well, my personal theory is that K.Rool sold them off to the mainland at extortionate prices. But anyway, enough about banana-related theories, because we have now engaged K.Rool in a fight. Yeah, those of you who have played King of Swing will recognise this fighting style. For those of you who know, it's basically called an attack. K.Rool will now move in the same way as Donkey Kong, i.e. grab pegs and move around. And basically what you have to do now is carefully dodge K.Rool's attacks, and then, you just have to hit him with a roll attack. But after you hit him, he does this superpowered roll, which, when he glows red, he's invincible, move the bloody heck away. And he'll rebound 3 times, so you have to carefully avoid that. And, during the first hit, it's much easier to sort of go on the ground, because that way it's easier to hit him. But as the turns go on, he leaves mines down there, so you really, it's impossible to land anywhere. However, that's enough now, because we've finished him, and he's really mad. But it's not over yet, because K.Rool has the crystal banana. Yep. K.Rool is going to take on a transformation of his own. It's time for the final fight, and oh my god, he's getting bigger. Holy crap, that's huge. Does DK have a chance of beating him?